This amuses me. Bloomberg reports that the Bank of England will hide the identities of any pension funds, insurers and hedge fund bailouts under a new financial stability scheme. Yes, so what they're going to do, that's code for we're going to hide all the shitstorm from you, all the crap decisions that they've made that have made them lose money. They're going to hide that from you. It's your money, of course, don't forget, so it doesn't cause a wider crisis, because they don't want you to panic and draw your bloody money out. Planet Ponzi, it's in there. 12-year-old book written by my mate Mitch Fierstein, who got it right every step of the way. It's like a clairvoyant. Can you believe that? This is a civil servant's decision. This is why the Bank of England have too much bloody power. Oh, let's keep everything stable. We won't tell them. We won't tell them that their money's being wasted and a bad decision making. Like it was actually quite a bad decision for politicians to stand up and tell you to take an injection in your arm. They knew sod all about when they told you it was to stop transmission and not kill granny, when it hadn't even been tested for transmission, which was proved in the COVID inquiry in the European Union later that year. It stinks the way we get treated. Add to this, the same crazy loons decide that in future, there's a debate in Parliament, I think it's today, that AI is going to be used to basically create legislation. Remember when Elon Musk said the thing he was most afraid of, it wasn't wars or politicians and it wasn't terrorism, it was AI. Maybe this is what he meant. I'll read you out part of a tweet from Bernie Spofford. She's brilliant. She's on Twitter. Parliament will debate a legal change that will allow secret AI decision making for all purposes. Public authorities may soon rely on algorithms to make life-changing decisions about you. That's me and you. A key exemption in the bill means AI systems used for policy formation won't require mandatory assessment or oversight, allowing algorithms to decide who gets welfare, housing or healthcare, and it's all going to be in secret. Now, this is where you've got to read between the lines here. Sorry about that, I had to sneeze. This is where you've got to read between the lines. Have you ever tried to negotiate anything with a social media company like Facebook or Twitter or YouTube? Have you ever tried to get your point across and felt like you're coming up against a brick wall? Why? Because you're dealing in the main with an algorithm. You're not dealing with a person, you're dealing with an algorithm. These clowns in politics are going to leave us to decide our futures, whether or not we get benefit, housing or anything else, by dealing with algorithms who are soulless, have no feeling, empathy or compassion. They are machines. Now, what I want to know is, we've got more civil servants now than what we had when we had the British Empire. We've got 650 MPs to run 67 million people when the House of Representatives has less than that to run 350 million in America. So who's doing all the work then? If they're going to hand all this work over to algorithms, what do we need all these people for? When are we going to sack a few? When we're going to get rid of a few civil servants and a few MPs? Why not scale the operation down? You're expecting us to have less in services. That's the bit that gets me. It's always hitting us where it hurts. You're going to be left with that frustrated feeling that you get, well, your call is important to us, you're in a queue. Press 1 for this, 2 for that, but there isn't an option that you really want to talk about, is there? That's going to be our entire life if we don't start pushing back now. These comedians aren't making the bill for running the country any less. These comedians in Westminster, in the Bank of England, in big business, are not in it for us, they're in it for themselves.